So we move on. Now it's time right after Street Fight. I thought there was going to be a match in between. It was crazy. They go straight to the exploding barbed wire deathmatch.
Which makes sense because they took the time.
Gave them time.
Yeah. They're like, all right,
I
build
was
the thing.
surprised when I first saw the exploding barbed wire deathmatch set up that there were still ring ropes.
Yes, that I wasn't too crazy about either. I guess maybe it had something to do with the explosions or something.
I don't know.
That were like set on the ropes somehow or
Or maybe
something
they
I'm
like
surprised
that.
they
that way?
didn't just fly Onita over and have him set the whole damn thing up.
I think they wanted to, but the pandemic, they said, no, we're not flying this old ass dude over here.
You know, I guess 44-hour Makihito.
But Makihito could go fuck herself.
44-hour Makihito, we're good on that one.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe get him on a phone or something. Yeah, I mean, this definitely could have used some tender love and care.
I agree. I would have liked just barbed wire because that's authentic. But, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. I won't be
They said
picky.
they left the one rope.
The one
no
side
barbed
was off
wire,
for
so that-
emergency.
so that emergency people could get in.
Just so they could get in and out of the ring, which that's also fine with me. I mean, they also, if they just didn't put any ropes up, they could have had that side completely opened, but whatever.
So we get Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley, AEW World Championship, exploding barbed wire death match.
It is a cool fucking visual. This whole setup is cool as fuck. It looks
yeah,
awesome.
I agree.
Barbed wire everywhere.
Bryce in the fucking protective
Bryce
suit.
in his flame gear.
Hazmat
It's just looking
They
crazy.
said we have Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and flame retardant Bryce Rimsberg.
that's his action figure chase.
I thought they put that in the video game. They put the
Oh my
parentheses
God.
flame retardant.
Dude, that would be awesome.
You could just pick that as a ref. That'd be
Yeah,
fucking
like hazmat,
cool.
flame retardant, Bryce Rimsberg. They had hazmat suit, flame retardant, Bryce Rimsberg hold up the championship. That was great.
They did.
That was really good.
Moxley comes out in his Onita jacket with Mox on the back.
That was
bezeled
cool.
on there. That was cool as hell.
He has a little flask.
He had a little flask. He took a swig of it before the
Like
match.
for
That
shoots,
was fucking
I'm
awesome.
sure it was for real. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Kenny coming out dressed like it. Honestly, they kind of both were dressed like Onita.
Yeah.
Kenny wearing. So they had a cool Kenny Moxley like death match shirt for this match, and Kenny wore it in the match, and I was like, oh, that's cool as hell. Maybe I'll buy that. And then I was glad I did not buy that because
Why did this have to happen?
No, we're not there yet. We're not there
Why
yet.
did they have this?
No, we're not there yet. No. So this match, I really fucking like this match. There's only maybe one explosion spot on the floor that I was like, but it was still on the barbed wire, so I was like, it's still cool. He did the fucking paradigm off the fucking apron through a barbed wire.
Oh yeah,
board.
that was sick.
I can't complain about that. Like, come on now.
They worked their ass off. Absolutely.
They definitely
Moxley was juicing. Kenny was juicing. Everyone was. I wish Bryce had juiced as well.
Dude, his suit got compromised at the end. We'll talk about it in a minute. I was so scared for his life.
Yeah, that was fucked. They start off, they did a lot. They start off, teasing, which is good. I mean, people haven't seen
It was
before.
good. I was waiting for the first bump into there. I was
they
waiting
tease
for
the
it.
barbed wire. They keep going in headlocks and pushing off into each other and going back and forth. And Moxley throwing a bunch of Terry Funk fists, which was I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know why they didn't have Terry Funk interviewed for that thing.
Why didn't they interview Dory Funk? He's still smiling. Good song.
Eventually, Omega blinds Moxley with powder and then throws him in the barbed wire, and then it blows up. I was like, oh, that actually looks good. I thought the explosion looked real cool. I was like, whoa, that's fucking good. This is awesome. I'm so fired up. The explosion at the end is going to be nuts. This is great.
Nothing could possibly go wrong ever.
How could this go wrong? Everything looks so
day.
good here. They put so much TLC into this.
What a good day.
What a fantastic day. And then at the end, what a fucked up day. Kenny does the Katara Crusher on a trash can, and Mox gets juicy with it. At one point, Moxley's... I feel like a few points of this match, Moxley's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to wrap myself in barbed wire.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to do this lariat with the barbed wire.
And they teased it a lot. He wraps his arm in barbed wire. Kenny's like trying to V-trigger his head off to keep him away from killing him.
Yeah.
And then Moxley decks him with this lariat and he dies. Omega gets sent into the explosion, which I was like, oh, fucking Kenny Omega just took a barbed wire explosion. Bomb. That's sick.
Dude.
That's sick as hell. Like, everything about this is like dreamy for me. This is like a dream match for me. I love these two guys, and I love deathmatch wrestling, and I feel like everything they were doing was like And this was like a love letter to death matches, at least for me. I don't know who came up with this idea or whose thing it was, but this felt authentic to me. This did not feel like them like trying to just let's just do something crazy for fun. Like they were working all the right spots. They made the barbed wire seem important. They made the explosion seem important. They both were juicing. They were bloody as hell. It felt like a blow off match.
Yep.
It was like, this is fucking awesome. And then a loud buzzer starts going off. I'm like, huh, that's weird. No timer, nothing. Just loud buzzer. I'm like, okay,
the death clock has started.
Yeah, they're starting. They're like, okay, it's time. Remind us of the big explosion at 30 minutes into the match. Which okay, I thought it was. I don't know. That's where I was first confused because I was like, why would you do that already and not have a timer to tell me how long is left? It just felt weird. I don't know why they did that. But so they eventually they continue throwing each other into the barbed wire, more explosives. Moxley hits the fucking paradigm shift onto the floor, onto barbed wire, and there's a little shitty explosion on that one.
It was all right. We'll let it go.
Baby explosion.
It's okay. And then Moxley pulls barbed wire off the board and just uses it to punch Kenny in the face.
That was cool.
Repeatedly.
I love the way, he just does shit like that.
Just killing him. Then so the countdown, like, okay, what's going on? Someone's gonna get blown up soon. Maybe everyone blows up. Maybe everybody dies. So they're pretty much getting to desperation mode at some point. Moxley's trying to pin him. He doesn't want to get blown up. Despite him being, he wants to die for this. He doesn't want to get blown up. Who wants to get blown up? Omega kills him with some V triggers. He hits him with the one-winged angel. I'm like, oh fuck, that's it? It's over like that? 1, 2, Moxley kicks the barbed wire rope and makes it explode to get Kenny off the pinfall.
That was so good.
How?
Is 6,000 IQ also 7 IQ?
Somehow it works both ways. But it saved them. Like, it makes the move look fucking cool, and no one's kicked out of it still. But that was cool. I love that.
I
visual.
love that. That was honestly probably one of the best spots of the match.
Honestly, that's the most memorable spot for me, other than
absolutely.
Like the paradigm off the apron. Eventually, the Good Brothers come out to ruin the damn day. They give Kenny a baseball bat of his own wrapped in barbed wire after Moxley was trying to hit Kenny with one. They whoop his ass a little. Omega then swings this barbed wire bat at Moxley's head, and it explodes in his face.
Fucking awesome.
Holy shit, that was cool. Because that's an Onita thing, too. I was like, oh, man, I hope they do that. And then they did it. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that was dope.
And then Kenny hits maybe one of the nastiest one-winged angels I've ever seen through a
he
chair.
Put it in there. Yeah.
Dude, he said, die!
Yeah, he went for it. He jumped in that bitch, yeah.
Running one-winged angel through a chair, pins Moxley. I was like, huh, okay, that's fine. Like, no big explosion. It makes sense. Why would Kenny stick around? Why would Kenny want to wait 30 minutes? He would put him away. He wins. He doesn't have to blow up.
Right, because they were trying to say like, oh, if the timer, if 30 minutes could pass, then it'll go off. But if not, then whatever.
So this is where things get a little hairy. So Good Brothers are whooping Moxley's ass. On commentary, they are making sure you know that the clock is still ticking. Why? Why is the clock still ticking?
There's no failsafe.
There's no failsafes.
There's no failsafes.
Why?
You know what's crazy about this?
Yes. Go on.
Is that I was in my head, I was thinking like the square radius of this explosion. I thought it was going to be like I don't know, definitely not the funk explosion.
Sure.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, this is going to get blown up. So I'm like, there's no failsafe. Then everyone needs to evacuate. Commentators need to fucking get out of here.
Everyone should be running. There should have been no one on commentary. You're right.
Jim Ross was just like, oh, wow, I guess the failsafes are off. Like, motherfucker, y'all need to run for your lives.
All should have left. They should have started evacuate the arena and everything.
So then I'm thinking,
fans,
okay,
you gotta leave.
The idea is Kenny built this. This is Kenny's creation, my creation. 10 tons of steel.
Injected his own creation.
Yeah, he definitely did. He injected his own. So okay, so this is the plan. So he was gonna beat Moxley and he's gonna blow him the fuck up. Whoa, what a cool angle. They handcuff Moxley. He's in the ring. He's dying. He's dead. Nobody can save him. He has no friends, I guess. No friends until their big timer on the screen, counting down from a minute. They are going to blow Jon Moxley to smithereens. He's going to die. It's over. He is unable to protect himself. He's fucked. He's handcuffed. He's dead. Timer's counting down. 30 seconds. Here comes this. I want to say, what a fan-fucking-tastic angle this is. Eddie Kingston comes out. The family, Butcher Blade, trying to keep him back. Eddie Kingston, despite how much he hates this motherfucker, he still deep down loves himself some Jon Moxley. He's rushing to the ring to save Jon Moxley's life. That is how important this is. Jon Moxley is about to die, and that's how serious this is. Eddie Kingston's going to save his life. He gets into the ring. He's desperately trying to drag him out of the ring. Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna die. Countdown from 10. Everyone's panicking. The commentary's flipping out. 5 seconds. Eddie Kingston
Dude, my
jumps.
heart was racing.
I'm like,
racing at
holy
this
shit,
time.
this is the coolest fucking angle ever. This is going to be so cool. I'm staring. I'm fired up. 5 seconds. He jumps on him like he's jumping on him to protect him from the big explosion. He's gonna sacrifice his life for Jon Moxley. And then... What? Gilbert comes to the ring. What the fuck? Little shitty sparklers firing from the ring post. I'm like, that's fucking weird. All right, that's cool. Here we go. It's starting up. That's just igniting the flame. That's igniting the explosives. It's about to blow. And then the left ring apron dust old man fart. I'm like, oh, that's fucking weird. All right, here we go. Here it comes. And then a little shitty explosion around the side, and there's a bunch of smoke, and it gets blown away by the wind, and Eddie Kingston dies. Eddie Kingston died in the ring from this explosion.
Kingston died for this.
Eddie Kingston goes limp. He is lifeless. He is dead in the ring because a cloud of smoke gusts by and killed him.
I will never get the visual of him just laying on top of Moxley. When nothing happened.
Do you know how long? Do you know how long I've been waiting for mainstream wrestling to have death matches and explosions and violence? And this is what they do to me.
There was so much suspense. Like, I was into this whole thing. My heart was racing. The time was coming down. I'm like, I've never seen anything like this on American television. I'm waiting for it to happen.
Dude, yes. It's the be all end all. He's gonna die.
They had it, bro.
He's gonna die, James.
The death clock was the perfect addition. Like,
yes!
it was really like running like anxiety.
And everybody
I was like,
with the Butcher and Blade, like, no, don't go out there. And then he ran out there.
They
and
ran
he
away
just, like,
too. Yeah.
And everybody was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fucking go. And then just like, God, I don't know the last time I've been that deflated.
Fuck, dude.
I almost think the move should have been to pre-record the explosion at the end.
Why not?
Cut super hard to like Butcher or something, and then pan it back out. And
because
like,
and they could have legit evacuated the building.
yeah.
5 minutes left. Everyone get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
This place is gonna blow.
And then like, yeah, then they could
that
have had
would've
them like
been
And then
No,
cut
go
to
in-
that. Yes.
They could have had them go like maybe to like the concessions or something, and then look at the TV to see it or something, and then shown that there was 100 different things they could have done. Here.
I mean, you could have covered up. Kingston's laying on Moxley. They could have covered up, had a real wide shot, and just big fucking boom. Even if you had to like. Even last ditch effort,
look
last
at any
resort.
WSX episode ever.
Yes,
we're gonna explode.
Yes, shake the whole building. Like,
yeah, like,
God.
yeah.
And this is not. I will not blame anyone for being disappointed in this because you should be. This match ruled, and that finish is the only thing anyone will ever remember of it.
That's what everyone's gonna remember ever. It sucks
so bad.
Out of this entire show, and it sucks. I just feel bad for Eddie Kingston.
Oh my God.
He
was doing his job.
He was doing it, and Moxley
He's just
was
trying, dude.
And then Moxley was probably, you know how dude, they just killed themselves.
I mean, so
angle.
after Moxley cut a promo to the crowd, which they eventually decided, I think they've uploaded it now, where Moxley says Kenny's a tough son of a bitch, but he's he's shitty at rigging an explosive ring or something like that. So they're gonna turn it into an angle where Kenny's explosives, he fucked up the explosives, and that's why that happened.
Right.
But that does not explain why Eddie Kingston died.
Bro, minutes at not even minutes, seconds after this happened, the entire Twitter wrestling world was laughing at AEW.
It was
fucked.
NBA Twitter joined in on it. Started roasting Chris Jericho for no reason. They said, hey, yo, you remember that fucked up old dude that one time?
Like, it was such a good match and such a perfect angle at the end, and Eddie Kingston saving Jon Moxley. We were just talking about them becoming a tag team. I was fired up. And
this was GOAT level story here. GOAT level angle. All you had to do was, I can't even blame them because, like, obviously everything worked throughout the entire match.
Yes.
I don't know what happened at the end. I assume that it wasn't going to be like a massive level explosion with people in the arena.
You needed more.
But what it was, I think, was the side of the rings didn't go off. So, like, if the side of the rings went off, the smoke would have covered both of them, and it would have... Yeah, maybe if they exploded the ring, maybe if they, like, just collapsed the ring.
That would have been
gimmick
cool
the
as
ring
fuck.
like when they do the superplex thing.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Collapse the ring, and like I think I'm serious. If the sides would have went off, it would have been fine because like the smoke would have covered everything. You would have
That's
never
what you
known.
needed. The fact that you could still see them through the smoke and like how little
is what
like,
fucked it up.
You needed to surround the ring with
and the fans in the arena would just
booing.
started booing.
Fuck.
Dude, that was
Cody's pyro earlier in the night was more dangerous than this ending spot.
It's just rough, man. Because like this pay-per-view was pretty kick-ass, and like
yeah, man.
I mean, I'm never gonna be like I'm gonna think about it too. I'd be like, it's impossible not to think about it.
Dude, you know, I wanted that shirt so bad. It was so cool. I can't buy that shirt now.
And they worked their ass off. They had a hell of a match. Like,
I know.
Damn, what a good match. And like, okay.
I'm sure they'll come up with a cool way, hopefully, to fix this on Wednesday with the Kenny stuff. But damn, man.
God,
just
we can't have nothing. We can't have anything, man. Are you kidding me?
I was sad.
That was
so sad.
Fuck, made man Eddie Kingston. Like,
he's a star.
Are you kidding me?
You put him right with Kenny right away.
Main event.
Yes,
that's it. And now this is all anyone's ever going to
I can't even stop thinking about
and
him.
I'm sure Eddie Kingston can still. Sorry, Tony. What were you saying?
I was just saying I will never stop thinking about him laying on top of him and nothing happened.
Going limp. He died.
What do you think he was saying to him, man?
Fuck,
shit.
He
was probably saying to him, we're going to make so much fucking money. Oh my God. I bet that explosion looks so good. He gets up and he goes, yo, what the fuck?
They probably were. We're going to the bank, baby.
At some point,
Rich,
Moxley
bitch.
must have figured out. I don't know if someone told him that it looked like shit or what, but obviously he cut that promo after, so he knew it wasn't good.
How did I blame this fully on Doc Sampson, you asshole.
Dude,
how does this guy
Kingston,
who watched he watched this entire thing happen, he gets into the ring and doesn't tell anybody that it looked like dog shit? Like, Doc Sampson, come on, dude.
Imagine if Kingston had just got up off of Moxley, looked around, and just like crossed himself and looked up at God and said thank you.
Yeah,
it
would have made it.
Yes.
It would have been it.
Yeah,
but you can't. And
No,
I can't
too
blame
late.
Eddie either. He just did his job.
No, of course not. It's not his fault at all.
He just did his job. Yeah,
he did what he was supposed to do.
I
They
just
said,
feel
go out there
bad
and
for the
die.
performers. I just feel bad for them in there.
Absolutely.
I feel horrible for them. Goddamn. They just killed themselves for a half hour for that, and that's all people are going to remember.
I know.
It's like they shouldn't have had the match. It's like, fuck, man. That sucks.
And then Tony Khan does the post-media scrim, and he's like, well, what'd you expect? We were going to blow people up?
Yes.
Yes, dude, you told me that.
Okay,
you
so
said it.
So whenever they do the AEW network, just fucking edit in some explosions, man. Just do something to this.
Explosion.gif
Just
in there.
you can
and
do
put it in
anything to this, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want you to do it. I want you
Please.
to edit in just
Make it fucking
airplane
insane.
looking down on the fucking shot of this arena exploding into a million pieces. I like, you got to go crazy.
I mean,
Cheese, we got to get you hired.
Cheese,
We're gonna get you in
please.
there. We're gonna get you in there,
Yeah.
Cheese. We got to make it happen, bro. Because this, I don't care.
I get that Tony Khan is trying to save face. I understand. He's got to, like, they're going to use the Kenny thing. He's got to say, well, you know, what do you want us to do? But, like, they could have just done the exploding ropes barbed wire match and everyone would have been fucking cool with that.
Not
I
exploding
thought
ring,
they were
yeah.
saving the gimmick. I thought they
Yeah.
were saving the gimmick for later. I'm like, oh, they'll run it back at some other point, and then it'll show the explosion for the first
Yeah.
time.
And I get it, because if it did work, whew, what an angle, dude. Kingston's
Incredible.
made.
That would
Kingston's
have
made.
been fucking
So
awesome.
the risk absolutely would have been worth it, but did you not test it once?
No,
You didn't do it one time?
No,
They could. I like the idea of them pre-recording the explosion and throwing it in. I don't know why.
It would have been the move, man. Like it would have been the move. Like you had the crowd there.
You can't trust an angle that
Evacuate
big
the crowd.
live
Get 'em out of
in the
there.
moment.
Yeah.
Right then, you can't trust that.
No.
There's no
The crowd
way.
wouldn't have been. I don't like. The crowd got us all a crazy good match. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it would have been cool to see it live, but like, this is why some things you just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude.
If you can't do it right, don't do it.
Exactly.
It's an
Always.
angle.
And this is
It's an
not just
angle.
about
I
exploding.
wouldn't even
Yeah.
be pissed if they're like a 2-minute timer came on the screen and we had to evacuate the arena. I'd be like,
Dude,
all right, that's
they coulda
fucking
did
cool.
they could have ended the match with 5 minutes on the timer and got everyone the fuck out of there and just did what James said.
They could have just shown that they could be like, what is this? And it's like, beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
and it zooms into that, and then you zoom back out, and like they evacuated the place. or
Yeah.
something.
You should have had fucking cameramen running out of there, commentators trying to
Zooming
get
in on
out of
them,
there.
like running out of there, like,
yeah,
"Whoa!"
like they're
Yeah,
running behind
holy
fans
shit.
and shit, trying to get out of
That
there,
would've
and
been
then that would be the
fuck.
cut.
out of here.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And then it blows
this-
up, and then
honestly-
it fades to black.
Dude, at that point, just do a fucking full cinematic match. If you like, fuck, why not? Like, they
After they
coulda-
did cinematic, I almost thought maybe this next one's going to be cinematic.
I'm
too or
glad. Okay,
something.
so I'm glad they didn't do the full cinematic.
Sure.
Right.
It
but-
turned out to be great, but absolutely, if you're gonna gimmick, I mean, if you're gonna do a CW TV show gimmick with Eddie Kingston coming out to save his friend, make a CW, bro. You're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to make this happen like real
God,
style.
what a good angle, dude. Fuck.
I think at least at the end, having everybody go crazy and leaving, and
Yeah.
just
How about we just edit in and like no one, you know what? Fuck what everybody says. Just edit in a big, huge explosion and be like, you guys see what happened?
Yeah,
You
that
didn't
was
see
awesome, right?
You didn't see the aftermath of what happened. The aftermath after it went
There
off
was
the
a
air
real
was
explosion
the whole
after.
arena exploded and we all died. Everybody died. That would have been the move.
So I assume this is I mean, maybe it doesn't. I don't know if Kingston's dead or not, but I assumed it was going to go Kingston and Kenny, and Kingston's promos on this would have been fucking tremendous. And I'm sure they still could
I
be.
know.
But man, oh man, bummer.
Dude,
Bummer.
it didn't have to be like this, man.
It's really a big bummer. I'm
It is
just like,
huge. What an angle. I'm talking like legendary wrestling shit here, man. And like,
Pulling at the
but
heartstrings.
You're right.
Kingston.
Rough.
You're right.
Just rough.
The risk was worth it, though. I think, even though it didn't
Yeah.
turn out. I mean, like if it would have,
Oh
legendary.
well.
yeah, you live and you learn.
Yep.
That's all you can do. Next time you do it, make it like a Power Rangers scene. Oh my God! What the fuck? We're gonna die!
Just watch
Yeah,
one
exactly.
episode of WSX, and you'll see how to do
Yeah, they
explosions.
do it in the intro. They blow the arena up in the intro of WSX every episode. Tonight's
They really
action.
do.
Tonight's action is gonna be explosive.
They kill 3 fans in the intro. It's awesome.
Every time they drag them out too. It's awesome.